Now an Eyewitness News exclusive. The wife of a late New Jersey State Police lieutenant wants you to hear her husband's story and how even in the prime of his life, a man in excellent shape, he was powerless against COVID-19. Here's Joe Holden.
Brenda and Jimmy Bryan were only going to spend a few more years here at their Southampton Township property. They had plans to open a wedding venue business in Maryland. But COVID-19 last month changed everything.
It has no boundaries.
Sitting in the backyard of her Southampton home, Brenda Bryan thinks back a month ago to when life was normal.
My oldest daughter, just got engaged in October. So we were planning her wedding.
It was December 18th when her husband Jimmy, a father of 2 girls, a son, brother, and proudly a retired New Jersey State Police lieutenant, would get his positive COVID test. A week later, the 53-year-old was on a ventilator.
I was getting texts saying, help me, because he couldn't breathe. And he couldn't talk on the phone, so he was texting me, help me.
For a man in incredible health, his condition would only worsen.
We put him on the ECMO machine. He had another heart attack. At that point, they revived him after 13 minutes.
Jimmy would die on New Year's Eve. A shocking defeat, his wife says, for a man who was twice a world arm wrestling champion and someone in great health who could bench 500 pounds.
I never in a million years would have thought my husband at 53, who is an athlete, works out 3 times a week, it would never happen to him. And it's a brutal process.
Brenda Bryan invited us to tell her husband's story and how they were forced to say goodbye to him from behind a glass window as he was removed from life support.
I couldn't even hold him. I couldn't hold his hand.
The ups and downs of the disease and the false hope were among the worst parts of Jimmy Bryan's battle with COVID. Brenda says they took it seriously and were careful.
This disease is not just happening to the elderly. It's happening to the fittest of fit.
The Bryan family plans on holding a memorial service in early March. But Brenda Bryan's biggest message through doing this story is that people take this virus seriously because, as she has said, it has robbed them of so much. Joe Holden, CBS 3 Eyewitness News.